Good evening, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio. My name is Mel Popeye Moss. I am with Sons of Liberty Riders MC. And tonight is episode number 2 of Drinkin and Thinkin. And let me tell you what we wanted to talk about. We wanted to bring an update on Parker County, which is Weatherford, Texas. And what happened yesterday, we'd heard all kinds of rumors that, Antifa, the BLM, 2,000 to 5,000 people were coming to town, and, all this stuff was going to be going on. But yet, we couldn't find any of it anywhere. Couldn't find any of it anywhere. 2,000 to 5,000 people coming to town. There's got to be buses. There's got to be a caravan. There's got to be all kinds of stuff happening. And we also heard, that the DPS and people were gathering up, law enforcement was getting ready. But really, none of that happened. None of it. Maybe it was just hype on both sides. Maybe the Antifa types are just pulling everybody's chain. But, there is some sanity to that. Because we've used that tactic before, too, down in Waco. Yes, we did. But when the state and everybody else starts moving assets around, that costs money. Yes, it does. It costs money. So that's the thing that's going on. That's the thing that's going on. We have all this hype out there, and as I said last night, hey. A lot of what the BLM and Antifa and all these groups do are nothing but photo ops. Like I said, they set a trash can on fire, hey, look at me, look at me. They go out and block some traffic. Look at us, look at us. They threaten some white people. Look at us, look at us. Look at what we're doing. But there is a way to end all this. There's a way to end all this. And let me say this. I'm sure everybody by now, and of course I couldn't find the picture. I'm sure everybody by now has seen that picture of these guys that have traffic stopped, and they're aiming their weapons at the grills of the cars. Now I'm sure that's a reaction for people that have been where drivers just get afraid or scared, and they take off and they run over some of these people. So now they're going to wave guns at you. But let me tell you, I do believe that's taken everything to a new level. And we need to demand that our politicians take action. That they make some laws that sends these people to jail for a very long time for stopping traffic. And that would include stopping traffic, a higher fine for stopping traffic and waving weapons around, even if they're pointing them at the ground. It is their right to bear arms. It's not their right to go out and impede traffic and stop traffic on dangerous highways. I mean, how many times have we ever seen traffic stop and people get rear-ended? I would think that would make the BLM Incorporated, or whatever they are, liable. And these people and businesses and everything else should be able to take civil action against them. They're going to do this kind of mess. They're going to do this kind of stuff. But we talked to boots on the ground out there this morning. They said really nothing happened. There's There's no fence around the courthouse. There's no fence around the courthouse. What there is a couple of barricades. Maybe some of the ones that are filled with water, sand, or whatever it is. You know? So this is what we need to do. We need to overwhelm. It's like I said last night. If they bring 2,000, we bring 4,000. If they bring 5,000, we bring 10,000. We need to organize, everybody. We need to organize. I promise you, if there's 2,000 people coming to Weatherford or any other county in Texas, they're going to be spotted. They're going to be spotted. I promise you the DPS will see them really quick. But you know, they need to be stopped before they get somewhere. They need to be checked out to make sure they don't have any weapons or weapon grades fireworks that they can hurt somebody with. And I promise you, those big fireworks they're round balls about that big. Oh yeah, and they hurt. I know. I've been hit by one. Thought it broke my damn leg. But understand what it is we got to do. You know, and I was asked today, let me take a sip. I was asked today, you know, hey, look, the talk was, hey, where are the bikers? Where are the bikers? You know, they've seen the Second Amendment guys and those guys out there. They're wondering where the bikers are at. Well, a lot of them are in Sturgis, but not everybody. Not everybody can afford or even wants to make that trip. You know, that's a lot of people in one spot. A lot of people. And I'm not talking about because of COVID neither, the Chinese virus, the Wahoo virus, the Yahoo virus, whatever you want to call it. So where are the bikers in this with everything that's going on? You know, Antifa was threatening to go to Sturgis. We know that's a bunch of BS. They're not going there. But I'm sure everybody's seen the video up in the state where they marched out. Matter of fact, it was Colorado, out of Colorado, where guys, the BLM came into their neighborhoods and they promptly marched them out. Matter of fact, they got into a fight because the BLM attacked a guy in a wheelchair. Oh yeah, that's some brave people, boys. That's some brave people. But where are the bikers? Again, I'm getting back to that. You know, the bikers, you know, I guess, yeah, if you think about it, they could say, well, we're the people for us. Well, let me say this to the bikers out there, the people, when we call for help in Waco, when we went up against Abel Reyna, that prosecutor, out of Waco, McLennan County. They were trying to send, 154 people to jail. 99% of them were just witnesses to what went on there at Twin Peaks. And this prosecutor was trying to send them to jail. And of course, the bikers and, the lawyers, everybody else is battling them tooth and toenail all the way. But when it came down to it, we needed the people there in McLennan County to take care of Abel Reyna. We needed them to vote him out. And let me say this. The people of McLennan County showed up for us. They surely did. They surely did. And I do believe if things would have gone on ahead and went to trial, they were not going to be able to convict anybody for trying to defend themselves. Not anybody, not one person for trying to defend themselves. So I want to say to you, the people did show up for us. And they will again. Because we were right in that case, and we're going to be right in many others. So now the things that protect us are, as American citizens, as bikers, is under threat by all these people. And I do believe at some point the bikers are going to show up, especially if some of these morons try and take them on. They will. They will. And so things are still in the early stages. Remember, everybody, we've got to get organized. We've got to get as organized as they are. I would suggest you join your local militia. I would suggest you do everything you can to pass the word. And we've got to have some lookouts around these counties that are under threat, especially if they have statues and things that they're wanting to turn down, burn down, whatever else. You guys know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. But these are the actions we need to take. And I promise you, it's they are trying just to create as much chaos as they can. Like I said yesterday, it's what all the mail-in voting is about. It's not that they think they'll win with it. They're just trying to cause as much crap, much chaos as they can, to get you to blame Donald Trump for it all. Not them, Donald Trump. We've got work to do. We've got organizing to do. We've got politicians to talk to. And we've got, like I said, we've got to demand from them that they take some kind of action. I don't know why the governor hasn't called a special session over this. Not that we're being attacked like they are in these liberal cities. It's even just because of the threat of it. We don't need people out blocking the damn highways. We don't need people blocking the highways, waving firearms around. There's action that needs to be taken. You know what? And really, if the DPS or if the law enforcement has not infiltrated these groups by now, they're not worth a damn. They're not worth a damn. We already know the FBI is not worth a damn. I'm just saying, everybody. I'm just saying. But each and every week we'll get to drinking and thinking about it all. We're putting feelers out there with everybody. We're trying to organize with everybody as much as we can. There's so many different groups out there. We need to come together. Whether you're a political group, whether you're a Second Amendment group, whether you're a militia, whether you're law enforcement. But we don't want any corrupt law enforcement, that's for damn sure. We've already got enough of it in there, and we've got enough of it in the courts. Of course, the courts haven't even been mentioned in all this mess. and they and liberal politicians are as much to blame as anybody for everything we see going on. Everything we see going on. But we got to find a way to to save our country. And let me tell you, on Tuesday night, at Texas Biker Radio number 411, we're going to be talking about bikers in other countries. And in particular, guys, listen here, in particular, bikers that are living under socialist rules. Today. Going to be an interesting show. So we found out some interesting information about people that live within those systems. And man, let me tell you, American bikers and even American citizens going to have a tough time adjusting to that. Like I've said before, it's hard to put freedom back in a bottle. Once you've tasted it, you're not going to want nothing else. You're not going to want nothing else. Nothing else will suffice. No matter how much money they claim they're going to throw at it. No matter how much free shit they say they're going to give to you. Because as we all know, there's not a thing out there that's free. Somebody's got to pay for it. Somebody's got to pay for it. And let me promise you, there's not enough rich people in the country to pay for all the crap they're wanting to do. So what does that mean? They're going to come for you. They're going to come for you. And all this global warming BS and everything else is going on, let me promise you guys and gals, this is all about a global tax. And who's the big banana they're after? Us. They want us to pay for it. They want us to pay for everything. Just like we see Donald Trump making these other countries pay up and do their part in NATO and every place else. Think about it. The Democrats have let them cheat us, steal our jobs, steal our manufacturing base for years. And you want to go back to that? Really? You want to go back to that? Wow. Wow. These little morons out there in the street having a clue of what they're talking about or what direction they want to go. And as we can all plainly see, Joe Biden, even though if he were to get elected, he's not the number one guy. Somebody in the background is pulling the strings. Well, let me say hi to some people on the chat line. I see Lori Bell there, Jessica Williams, Ironhead, he's there, Masters Workshop. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all having a good Sunday night. Hope y'all had a great weekend. And I'm sorry for the start of the show. It just, I guess I've got to write the sequence down so I get it right, huh? Ghost Eagle, how are you doing? Now, we're missing brain damage. I don't know where he's at, but hey, he may be out on a motorcycle. Who knows? And just to update you on one other thing, you heard my rant yesterday about the mall cop that tried to run me off the property up there. I've been walking around that mall up there for 20 years. And, of course, he tried to run me off the property. There's no signs there that says I can't be there. It's nothing else. But they saw me this morning. I went back this morning. Oh, yeah. I went back this morning, and there I was walking around, and there was that mall cop that drives around the outside of the building. He saw me. He turned around and went the other way. It's always good to stand your ground. And, you know, if they have to, they could call me to jail. I didn't give a damn. I wasn't gonna quit what I've been doing for 20 years. What's been working for me. So that's the way it is. Hey, you guys got any ideas? Any things you want us to talk about? Any things you want us to do? You can email me at gunbarreltexas@gmail.com. That's GUNBARREL @gmail.com. GUNBARRELTX@gmail.com. There you go. I got it right that time. But, man, we're going to keep an eye out there for anything else that might happen. And make sure you tune in Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll be talking biker stuff and the effects of socialism in other countries where these motorcycle clubs and bikers exist. It's an incredible thing, everybody. It's an incredible thing. It's just like it's an incredible thing that we see going on here. We cannot let socialism take over. We've got to combat these little twits out there that are marching around, burning buildings, tearing down statues. We've got to tell our politicians, our law enforcement, hey, get it stopped now. Now, before people get hurt, before people get killed, get it stopped now. Hey, if they're doing a peaceful protest, that's one thing. Getting out here and destroying property, stopping traffic, that's another. It's got to be dealt with, and dealt with now. With that, everybody, y'all finish off your weekend in fine style, and we'll see you Tuesday night. Bye-bye. Ride safe, everybody. Ride safe.